We've got head coach Gary Blair with us to recap the weekend and look ahead. Coach, tension at home, but you got through it. You're on to Spokane. Nice to be here. Thanks for joining us.
It was a fun group. I was just up at the Hilton, and they had the Sol Ross group that meets once a year up there, and most of those folks are older than I am, and a lot of them were at the ball game, and they said, Coach, you just got to relax. We can't handle that with our heart. But, hey, it was a great weekend for basketball in general, both on the men and the women's side, and we're happy to be dancing again. I think our team has played very well, but we've still got our best basketball in front of us.
Mm-hmm. You topped Drake in the first round, but the one everybody remembers is DePaul in that round 2 contest. First of all, Andrea Howard, the double-double she created, was terrific, instrumental in getting that victory.
You know, I wasn't here when Dat Wynn played football or some of the great, but I imagine that's what he brought to the football team, his energy and everything that he did. Well, Andrea Howard brings the energy to everybody that's sitting in the stands, that everybody's playing on the court. They were sending 2 people to block her out. And sometimes the refs were doing a good job of just letting the teams play. But Andrea Howard, I've coached 46 years, and I've never had anybody like Andrea Howard that can change the game by her energy. What it does, if you're a teammate, it embarrasses you if you're not trying to go as hard as she is. And same way as a coach, I better call the right player. Andrea will get on me. But I was so proud of her. And like we said, we gave her the game ball after the game. First time in 46 years I've ever given a game ball to a player.
Mm-hmm. Now, the game winner was by Kennedy Carter. And, you know, you mentioned in the postgame you zipped it. You let her go. You were coming back from 17. That's the decider. Like I mentioned, tension at home. And you just let her go. Let her take the shot, huh?
Well, I've got a good friend, Van Chancellor, used to coach the Houston team in the WNBA. He had a girl named Cynthia Cooper. And he had Tina Thompson, Cheryl Swoops, but when he needed a basket, he just called the C play. Well, I think that's just what I dialed up. I just called the C play and got out of the way. She made her move. That was tough, me teaching her that crossover dribble and the back thing. I mean, I had to work on that forever to be able to teach her that move. But she picked it up, and the kid has ice in her veins. And just like Danny Williams has ice in her veins when she goes to the free throw line or shooting a 3. I've got some kids that play well under pressure.
Mm-hmm. When it was all over and you got through and you knew you were on to the Sweet 16, how appreciative were you of that moment that it was in front of the 12th man here at Reed Arena?
I tell you what, people, you have no idea when everybody sits close together, because every seat was sold in there, and technically there was only 3,000 people. It sounded like it was 12,000 people. They were so loud. I was so glad to give that to my university, to the fans that were there, and the Aggies that were watching all across the country. It was good theater for women's basketball. I said in the press conference, every little girl went out into the driveway after that, started working on their shot. They might not have the crossover down, but they still had that shot. As they get older, it's going to get higher and higher, and the release is going to get better. And that's what Kennedy can do, as well as a lot of my other kids. They give kids dream. Dream big. Don't settle. Dream big. Go for it.
Coach, congratulations on the weekend. On to the Sweet 16. Good luck in Spokane.
Notre Dame, here we come.
The Aggies and the Irish, 3 o'clock on Saturday. Sweet 16 round.